Welcome students. Here is our next class, properties of rational numbers. In our previous class, as we discussed about rational numbers and its definition, its general form, and how the rational number will operate under addition and multiplication. In all these things we discussed. Here the same uh, once again, I am recalling you properties of rational numbers. Why? Because in this class we are going to apply these properties while in rational numbers simplification. So, as a part of this, once again I am recalling you all these properties. If the very first one is closure property. If A and B are two rational numbers, then the sum is also a rational number. This is closure property. It is under addition. If we have taken under multiplication, it becomes A into B belongs to Q. As I discussed already with you about under addition and multiplication, and I told you to try yourself under subtraction and division. Write your result also in your notebooks and check out all these properties. Here it is, the next one is commutative property. In this commutative property, A plus B is equals to B plus A. The same we can under multiplication we can define it as A into B is equal to B into A. And the next one is associative property. In this associative property, A, B and C, three we are taking, three rational numbers we are taking. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. If the same, that is the same associative property, if we want to discuss under addition, under multiplication means we have to take this as A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. And coming to the next one, existence of identity. In this existence of identity, first I am going to recall you under addition. If we have taken any rational number, then if we added to 0 to the rational number, we get the result same. So that we call that 0 as additive identity element. Here see that A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. See, here I have taken a rational number A. For this A, I have added 0. Again we are getting the same result A. So that we call this 0 as additive identity element. Meaning, if we are adding a number to a given number, if we are getting the same as result, that whatever we have added, that number we call it as identity element. In the same way, it is under addition. Now we are going to discuss under multiplication, that it is A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. Under multiplication, if we any number, if we multiplied by 1, we will get the result as the same A. That it is whatever we are multiplying, we are getting if the same number as result. So that multiplied number we call it as a multiplicative identity. Here the next one is existence of inverse. In this existence of inverse, A I have taken, and by adding some other number we want to get the result as 0. So in such a case, if we have taken minus A, that it is same number with opposite sign, then we can get the result as 0. That 0 is identity element, meaning if we are adding a number to any other number, if we get a result as 0, then we call that as existence of inverse. Here in the same way, if minus a plus a is equal to 0. So, from these two, we can conclude that additive inverse of a plus a is minus a and additive inverse of minus a is plus a. Now coming to the next inverse under multiplication, that it is a into, what is a multiplicative identity? It is 1. Here we want to get the result as 1. To get result 1, by which number we have to multiply? That it is 1 by a. So that we call that 1 by a as multiplicative inverse of a. In the same way, if we have 1 by a, by which number, by multiplying which number you will get the result as 1? It is a. So, hence we conclude that multiplicative inverse of a is 1 by a and multiplicative inverse of 1 by a is a. Next one is distributive property. In this distributive property, a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. Here multiplication is distributed over addition, that it is a into b plus c, that it is a into b is equal to plus a into c. This distributive property helps us to make simplifications easier. So, this is distributive property in rational numbers. Now, let me to take some problems to explain these properties and check out these properties. Here in this problem, minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. It is a numerical expression. By applying BODMAS rule, we can simplify easily. But here they ask you to simplify the same numerical expression by applying rational numbers properties. So that here just while using BODMAS rule, I will explain you. Later we can do that by using properties. Here it is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. Here it is into, so that 3 ones plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Again multiplication, so that 3 ones 3 twos. Now it is minus 2 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 1 by 10. Now 5 to 10 LCM is 10. 5 twos, 2 twos, 4 minus 4. 2 5s are 10. That 5 into 5, 25 minus 10 ones are 1 ones. Now it is 25 minus 4 minus 1, it is minus 5 by 10. It is 20 by 10. 10 ones, 10 twos, it is 2. So this is by using BODMAS rule. But the same problem now we are going to explain by applying properties. To apply properties, here we are going to interchange the terms. In this numerical expression, we have 3 terms. First term, second term, and it is third term. Same problem I am going to explain by using properties. In this we have three terms, minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. First, here I am writing this minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 as 3 by 5 into minus 2 by 3. Now I am interchanging the terms, that means I am applying associative property. A into B I have taken as B into A plus minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Again take this as A plus B. Again I am writing that as B plus A plus B, B plus A plus 5 by 2. So I applied here associative property. Next, here A into B plus A into C. It is in distributive property. Observe on right hand side, left side it is A into B plus C. On right hand side you may get that A into B plus A into C. Now we are going to apply the same. Here take this 3 by 5 as A into B minus 2 by 3 plus of minus here 1 minus 1 by 6, this minus. So it is A into B plus C. A into B plus A into C is equal to A into B plus C plus 5 by 2. So here I applied distributive property. Here it is distributivity. Now 3 by 5. LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. It is minus 4 minus 1 plus 5 by 2. It is 3 by 5 into minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. 5 ones, 5 ones, 3 ones, 3 twos. It is minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. We can get that 4 by 2. It is 2. So, by applying associative property and distributive property, we simplified the same problem. One more problem. Here also same. By applying properties, we should solve this problem. We should simplify this problem. 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. In this problem, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. Observe in the first and in the third term, we have 2 by 5 as common. So, from associative property, take the term 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 plus 2 by 5 into 1 by 14 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. So, by using associative property, I have taken this term to here, that it is a plus b is equal to b plus a. Here again in this 2 by 5, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 into, so whatever we applied, we have to write here that it is associativity. Now it is 2 by 5 a into c plus a into b plus a into c. Take that a minus 3 by 7 plus 1 by 14 minus, here it is 3 ones, 3 twos, 1 by 4. What we applied here? Distributive property, that it is a into b plus c, a into b plus a into c is equal to a into b plus c. So that 2 by 5 into 14 LCM, 7 and 14 LCM 14. In 7 table 14 you can get 2 times, that it is 2 3s are 6 minus 6 plus 14 ones, 14 1 ones 1 minus 1 by 4. Now it is 2 by 5 into minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5 by 14 minus 1 by 4. 5 ones, 5 ones, 2 ones, 2 sevens, it is minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 4. So by simplifying these two, LCM is 28, 7 fours, 4 ones, 4 sevens, 7 ones, it is minus 11 by 28. So again we used associative property and distributive property. Here is the next one. Write additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. In generalized form, as I already told you, additive inverse of plus a is minus a, and additive inverse of minus a is plus a. And in the same way, multiplicative inverse of a is 1 by a, and multiplicative inverse of 1 by a is a. Here whatever I have taken, a is a rational number. Here see that in this additive inverse 2, its additive inverse of 2 is minus 2. Same number with opposite sign. Here also its additive inverse is same number with opposite sign. Here this is also additive inverse of minus 1 by 2, same number with its opposite sign. So wherever it is positive, if we take if we have taken its additive inverse, it becomes negative. If it is a negative, if its additive inverse becomes positive. Coming to multiplicative inverse. Here 2, its multiplicative inverse is 1 by 2. No change in its sign. No change in its sign. Just its multiplicative inverse I have taken. And coming to the next one, 5 by 9. its multiplicative inverse is 9 by 5. Why? Because 1 by 5 by 9. If we simplify it, its simplified form becomes 1 into 9 by 5. It is 1 into 9 by 5, 9 by 5. No change in its sign. Only its multiplicative inverse meaning is, if it is A, 1 by A. 1 by A, A. It is 5 by 9. Its multiplicative inverse is 9 by 5. Next it is minus 1 by 2. What is its multiplicative inverse? Minus 2. Why? Because it is minus 1 by 1 by 2. That means this minus carries to entire fraction. So we can take either here or here, whatever it may be. Now it is, we write this as 1 into, as you know already, wherever in a fraction, if we appears one more fraction in the denominator, then we can change its numerator as denominator and denominator as numerator. So that it is minus 2 by 1, it is minus 2. No change in its sign, only that inverse, it is changed. As you know, while we are discussing about rational numbers definition, I discussed with you that 2 is a natural number, whole number, integer, as well as rational number also. Why? Because we can write this 2 as 2 by 1. Meaning 2 by 1 is nothing but 2. Here minus 1 by 2, its multiplicative inverse is minus 2 by 1, which is nothing but minus 2. Observe these things, that it is additive inverse of 2 is minus 2. Its multiplicative inverse is 1 by 2. Additive inverse of 5 by 9 minus 5 by 9. Its multiplicative inverse is 9 by 5. Minus 1 by 2. Additive inverse plus 1 by 2. Its multiplicative inverse is minus 2. So this is about additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Here is a question. Multiply 6 by 30 by the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. Reciprocal meaning is its multiplicative inverse. So the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16 is minus 16 by 7. See that no change in its sign. Just the numerator part and denominator part is changed. So that minus 7 by 16 reciprocal is minus 16 by 7. Now product of 6 by 13 and minus 16 by 7 is 6 by 13 into minus 16 by 7. Now 16 into minus 16, 6 into minus 16, it is minus 96 by 13 sevens are 91. So the product of 6 by 13 and minus 16 by 7 is minus 96 by 91. And here is one question, that it is 0, the reciprocal of 0. What is the reciprocal of 0? As I already discussed with you, that it is reciprocal of 0 is, that is multiplicative inverse of 0 is 1 by 0. So in our definition, that is a rational number definition, it is P by Q, Q not equal to 0 and P comma Q belongs to Z, meaning Q always should not be equal to 0. So and PQ are integers. But in this question what they have given? Reciprocal of 0. meaning we have to take the reciprocal as 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is a rational number? No. Why? Because here q is equal to 0. So we conclude that 0 has no reciprocal, is an indeterminate form. As I already told that whenever we get 0 in the denominator part, we call them as indeterminate forms. So here is a indeterminate form. So we conclude that 0 has no reciprocal. As I said in the earlier class, it is there are infinitely many rational numbers between two rational numbers. Here in this, find a rational number between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. I have discussed with you that it is 1, 2, a rational number exactly between these two means assume that it has A1 and B2, and a number which lies exactly between these two means it is A plus B by 2, it is 1 plus 2 by 2, it is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5 or 1 by 2. Likewise, exactly between two rational number means we can use this formula and we can calculate. If they ask you 10 or 2 or 5, find 5 rational numbers between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. So we can use the remaining methods. Here in this question they asked you to find a rational number between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. So that consider that A as 1 by 4 and B 1 by 2. Now A plus B by 2 is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. That it is, here these two LCM is 4, 4 ones, 1 ones plus 2 ones, 2, no, sorry, 2 twos 4, 2 ones 2, it is 3 by 4 by 2. That is, here 3 by 4, this 2 is nothing but 2 by 1 I said. Here is a total fraction and one more fraction in the denominator, so that numerator and denominator interchange, so that it becomes, the 2 by 1 becomes 1 by 2. It is 3 by 8. So a number between 1 by 4 and a rational number between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2 is 3 by 8. If the same question in the before one they asked you find a rational number between, if they asked you 2, 3 or 10, here I will take 6 rational numbers between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. In such a case, we can use this method also. See that, change this 1 by 4 into its decimal form. Now it is 0.25. We write this 1 by 2 as 0.5. So, while we are writing on number line 1 by 4, which is equal to 0.25. So here I asked you to write 6 rational numbers. Now we can write this 0.25, 0.3, which is nothing but in fractional form 3 by 10. Next 0.35, that it is 35 by 100. The same we can convert into 5 sevens, 5 20s. That means 7 by 20. Next 0.4, it is 4 by 10, which is equal to 2 2s, 2 5s, 2 by 5. See, we can express these all either in decimal form or in fractional form. It is in between 0.25 we have the 0.3. The same we can write this as 3 by 10. 0.35, that it is 35 by 100, which is 5 sevens, 5 20, 7 by 20. 0.4, 4 by 10, it is 2.5. Like that we can write, if they ask you to write 6, 10, whatever it may be, we can extend and we can write 4 1, that it is 41 by 100. 4 2, it is 42 by 100. So 1 2 3 4 5, and one more 0.45, which is 45 by 100. Here we have 0.5. So this 45 by 100 we can express 5 9s, 5 20s, it is 9 by 20. See, 3 by 10, 7 by 20, 2 by 5, or 4 by 10, 41 by 100, 42 by 100, 9 by 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write not only 6, we can write infinitely many numbers in between two rational numbers. Before one is exactly lies between a rational number between two rational numbers. Here it is, if they ask you to write 6, 10, 5, 4, whatever it may be, we can write in this way. Two more models we can discuss in the next class.